What's up, everybody? Let's do it again. Just ordered Burger King. It was okay. It was okay. No French fries, no hash browns. Tried to keep it relatively low carb. You know, you know how it is. You know how it is. Trying to keep it right. Anybody watching this on the replay, be sure to check out the description for the link to my new channel, Truck Diabetes. Talking about health and trucking over there, so everybody check that out. Got a couple people rolling in. Got 4 in the house. 1 like. Thanks everybody for coming in. Coming to join me for the second time. Apparently it's gonna be a long day. We're in the door. We're in the door. Still got a green light. Have not even started yet. They have not even acknowledged I'm here. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Big Rig Rex, what's happening? Not much. Chilling. Let me do some math here. 4 to 11 will be 7. So we're about 19 and a half hours in on this wait to get loaded here. So it's good times, good times. DIY Semi says loaded. No, I'm not. Hope you are. Hope you're getting them stops done. But no, I'm chilling, man. I am chilling. Hanging out. Just ordered Burger King. Kept it relatively low carb. Did okay. Okay, not great, but I ordered breakfast. I got the breakfast order in before they stopped serving breakfast. I got a biscuit that had egg, cheese, sausage, and bacon. Yeah, I think that's what it was. It had, I think it might have had, I'm trying to think. I don't remember now. Anyway, I know it had sausage and bacon on it. It was quite a breakfast sandwich. It was pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Got that DoorDash right over here to me. So now we're just chilling. Just chilling. We got it all set up. We're in the door. Boy, that sun is kicking now. Let me see if I can. Let me lower some visors here. Getting some reflection there. Can't see. But yeah, appreciate everybody coming back over, hanging out with me. Misery loves company, right? Yeah, appreciate everybody coming in. 6 in the house, 4 likes. Appreciate everybody coming back, hanging out. I want to talk about my last video, my last live I did 2 hours ago. I was talking about Wild Beard in there. I really don't have beef with Wild Beard anymore. I really never had beef with him. I didn't like that he talked about me personally. But, I don't want to get anything stirred up with him. I think he's an okay guy. He, I made a video about Hirschbach, and I know he was getting money for recruiting for Hirschbach, and, maybe he didn't like what I had to say. But either way, it's all said and done now, and I'm happy for the guy. I'm glad he got out of there because I didn't have really anything against him more than I did Hirschbach. And I went and watched his video. Paul Harris was talking about he was doing Amazon. I'm just happy the guy, he's got his own truck. He's not being under the thumb of Hirschbach anymore. And, I'm happy for him. Anybody that gets out of that lease purchase rat race, I'm happy for. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it looked like he's got something going on other than, lease purchase. So, yeah, I hope he's happy with it, I really do. At the end of the day, I try to be on the trucker's side, because it's a tough gig to be out here, and I get why the guy made his move. He wants to be home more. That's cool. He was talking about a $1,200 a week guarantee at Hirschbach to be a lease purchase guy. Yeah, I mean, I'm not knocking him in the lease for leaving that. You gotta get to where you're happy in trucking. It's not easy to get there. It's really not. But yeah, we DoorDash some Burger King over here. I don't know. There's been a few trucks leave since I got here, but not many, man. Because my door is near the exit, so I'm kind of it's been like maybe one or two trucks, man. They are moving like on a snail pace today. Um, yeah, but I mean, there's more trucks just keep rolling in. So I don't know, man. This place has got some issues going over here. Um, you know, I guess I guess I'm not as worried about it here as I would be somewhere else because I know I'm getting detention here. I know I'm getting paid to sit and wait, so it takes a lot of the anxiety off of it. I know I would not work in the office here. Um, I mean, Lord have mercy, man. Those people, there's some angry dudes up there right now. Angry dudes up there. Guys that's been here, going on 24 hours now. And they are not happy. They are just not happy. Let me get a shade here, guys. This sunlight's killing me. Let me get my shade going. I know if you got blue eyes, which I got blue eyes, you don't deal with the sun very well. So let's get this sun taken care of real quick. Let me throw some shade. Oh man, there we go. Oh, that's much better. Much better. Move my visor back over. But yeah, man, they were some people giving it to them in the office up there. Which I don't know. I get the frustration, but I just don't get taking it out on the people in the office up there, like they can't get you out of here if I don't know. It's just like it's shooting the messenger, like I try to be nice with them. If they're nice to me, I'll be nice to them in the office up there, they're very nice. The girls are, the ladies that work in there, they're very they're trying to be as nice as possible because everybody's coming in all hostile, so they're trying to de-escalate, so I try to joke around with them, and there's no reason to make their life miserable, it's not their problem. It's just they can't do your paperwork until you're loaded, and I mean, it seems like once you do get loaded, you walk straight to the office and your paperwork's, they're ready to go. So, it's not their fault, man. There's no reason to go in there and be hostile with them. And I see a lot of these guys, they do that, and I'm just thinking like, that because it's a lady behind the plexiglass, you're gonna go in there and act all tough, like, like you probably wouldn't. What's the old Jay-Z lyric? You wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. So they go in there and act all tough, but in reality, probably not. So I try not to get tough guy with the ladies behind the plexiglass. It's not going to end well for you either. Like, it's like they control your destiny in somewhat. You know what I mean? Like, if they want to put your paperwork on the back and make you sit there, they can do that. Like, so it is what it is. Second Diet Mountain Dew of the day. That'll probably be the last, unless I have to run late tonight. Then I may just stop and get something stronger, like a good cup of coffee or something. Let's see here. Oh, this phone's charged. I can read comments over here. I like this. Let's see. Adco says shady characters. Yeah, that's I should put my YouTube channel on my shade there. That way people see it. Of course, that might be bad because I'll probably make a lot of people mad. So I probably wake up on flat tires in the morning if I did that. Paul Harris says, are they making the product for the loads or inefficient loading? Yeah, it's this place kind of it's kind of a sorting facility here. So like they'll bring in a load of one product and then it gets broke down. Like maybe one pallet goes on, say it's a pallet of 20 pallets on a truck that come in. That 20 pallets probably goes on 20 different trucks. So they have to sort it all out. And, guys show up delivering late. That delays, like last weekend I was here, one truck showed up late and it delayed like 7 trucks. So it's just, they don't have the capacity to be doing what they're doing, is what it is. I know they brought in a major account here, like from a major food producer, and it seemed like kind of when that happened, it really gummed everything up. Like, you know, um, it just did. So I think we're just lack of personnel in there is what's going on. They probably need another 30 or 40 warehouse workers in there, and that's what they need. So they'll catch on eventually, we hope. Let's see here. Adco says it definitely hurts to get ignorant. Yeah. I mean, you go in there and I'm not. I'll go in there a few times. Like if they're taking a long time to load me or unload me somewhere, I go in a lot. I check in with them a lot, but I try to be nice about it, and not every 15 minutes. You know what I mean? Like at first, maybe every hour. If it goes past 2 hours, maybe every half hour, just to kind of keep. I want to be on their mind. But you go in there and get stupid with them for no reason, and your day can get really long. Let's see. Paul Harris says, giving the person at Subway for being out of something, they just make the sandwich. Yeah, exactly. You got to think about that sometimes. Like yesterday when I got unloaded, and it really rubbed me because, man, I work hard on keeping a clean trailer. You know what I mean? Like I blow that joker out, even if there's a few little specks of pallet in there, I'll go blow it out. So I go in there to close my doors yesterday after I get unloaded, and I'm already ticked off because as I walk down the side of the trailer, I see that I got a screw in a tire, and it's like way flat. It's not off, the bead's not off the rim yet, but I can tell I just ran over it. I can hear it hissing air, and I'm like, so I'm already like a little ticked about that. But I go to look in the trailer to see what kind of mess they left it in, and there is a Lipton iced tea plastic bottle in my trailer. And I'm like, well, I wasn't hauling Lipton iced tea, it was a meat load. So I grabbed the bottle and I'm walking back down the trailer to the door with it, and I'm thinking maybe I should take this in the office and tell somebody, hey, here's your bottle back. But then as I was getting out of the trailer, I'm like, well, how do I know that bottle came from this facility? Someone could have left that in there when they loaded, or it could even been past that. It could have been stuck in a pallet or something, before they even loaded it. Somebody stuck it in a pallet, So it doesn't pay to get rude with people, I just threw the bottle away. I'm like, what did it hurt me to, climb up in the trailer, pick up the bottle, throw it in the trash? But yeah, I mean, it rubbed me the wrong way. But then I'm like, I don't know who did that, so I can't go around placing blame. Then I look like an idiot, even more so than normal. Let's see. But yeah, I've seen, I've been ticked at, you go in certain places, and they're out of something. You're like, come on. Um, you know, but yeah, you can't jump across the sneeze guard and choke somebody out because, the sandwich guy says, hey, we're out of cheese or whatever. Either you eat it without cheese. Like I was in Arby's the other day, and Arby's had this thing going with the change that they said they didn't have anything but quarters. So they said if you're paying in cash, they had a sign there warning you before you ordered. If you pay in cash and you don't have exact change, they're rounding up to the next quarter because they can only give back quarters. And some guy got all ticked off about it, and he was like, well, you should round down instead of rounding up. And I was like, it's not their responsibility to make you a sandwich. Like, if you want it, you pay for it, and if you don't, like, you accept the terms, like, I don't know. It's funny. It's funny. Let's see. But yeah, that dude was ticked about them rounding up to the next quarter. I'm like, at most you're losing 24 cents. Like, is it that big a deal? Like a freaking value meal at Arby's at a truck stop is like $10. I was like, so they charge you an extra 20 cents. Like, big deal. Like, um, and I was also thinking, well, why not just get a debit card like the rest of the world? Get a credit card or a debit card. I mean, don't get me wrong, cash has its place in this world, but at the same time, like, if you're that worried about the 20 cents, whip out the old debit card and swipe it. Um, let's see here. Where am I at? There we go. Adco, what up, man? Appreciate you coming in. Adco says, I've been off for about 5 or 6 days getting office work caught up, IFTA, etc. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, paperwork's a beast, man. Paperwork's a beast. Little by little, man, that's how you got to do it. That's how I do it anyway. Like every time I get a receipt in this truck that needs to go somewhere, I've got a folder back there for the paperwork I turn into the carrier. I've got a folder for the receipts I turn into the carrier. I've got a folder for my personal, taxes. I keep by the quarter. So, whenever I get back, anytime I go by the office, I hand in my receipts. And speaking of that, I got receipts I need to turn in because of IFTA. Because I bought fuel off a mud flap a few times, and that does not, I need to get that turned in to count on my IFTA. So, yeah, I try to do it little by little. As soon as I get that receipt, I'm, bam. Adco says, by the time I roll on Monday, yeah, you should have it called up by Monday, man. That's a nice little week off. DIY says, DIY trucking, DIY semi trucking and more. Everybody go check that channel out if you don't have it yet. And be sure to hit my like button. And if you're not subscribed, check it out. I mean, I go live all the time. I will definitely try to keep you entertained. I've got another channel going over there, Truck Diabetes. I'm loading a video for that right now. So check that out. And we talk all things trucking and even loosely trucking related. We'll tie it in there. DIY Semi says they stack 5 pallets in the reefer, then throw a grenade in there. Looks like sometimes. Yeah, man, I don't see how, like I don't understand why you have to bust every pallet sometimes. And when they bust that first pallet, it gets rough because they run over it and back up and run over it and back up and run over it. And before you know it, you got sawdust everywhere, just amazing to me how dirty they can get a trailer on a straight load, man. It's like all you had to do, like that meat load. They did pretty good yesterday. I give them that. Other than that tea bottle being in there. Not pee, tea. Like Lipton tea. Is what it is. I had a load before. When was that the other day? I had a dry van load. It was it was paper. It was palletized paper. And oh my God, man, they destroyed those pallets. I don't know what the hell they were doing. I don't know if they weren't used to loading or unloading reefer, but they were I guess dragging the pallets down the floor or something. I don't know, man. They were beat to hell. Carlos Dangers in the house. What's up, Carlos? Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate everybody coming in. What's up, Cash? Not much. We're here working on, let's see, 4 to noon would be 8 hours. We're coming up on 20 hours right now to get loaded, if my math is correct. 20 hours we've been here. 2-0. We are in the door. We're in the door. We ain't been touched yet. Nothing. So, yeah. Let's see. Adco says, got my tire chains all ready to go for the year. All right. Adco got his tire chains. I don't have tire chains. I'm not going to get tire chains. I don't run where there's tire chain laws. Just not my thing. Let's see. Paul Harris says, he's the guy never leaves the penny in the take a penny, leave a penny tray by the register. Yeah. Exactly. A lot of times, like I don't use cash very often these days. I mean, I really don't. I keep cash on me because you sometimes you come to places where it's cash only, or you may need to grease a palm here and there, and yeah, I mean it's you got hit them with that cash. So I try to keep I try to keep 100 or so on me, not bragging like I'm balling, but I try to keep $100 bill on me, small denominations, just in case, Um, sometimes like when my Burger King came here today, like I like to give them a cash tip on something like that. I left them a small tip on the app, but like how it is. I do a small tip on the app just so they don't think I'm going to rip them off, like, because I want them to know up front, you're getting a tip. But then when they get here, I give them a little something extra, because, that's not an easy gig running around for DoorDash. I used to Uber. So I did some Uber Eats. I know how it works. It's not a very good lucrative paying thing, especially on a, Saturday morning at, I don't know what time it was when I ordered at, about 10 o'clock or so, probably not a lot going on. So, I want to motivate them to stay out there because I need those people sometimes. But yeah, there's a place for cash. GI Man Transport in the house. Thanks for coming in, GI. Appreciate you. Paul Harris says, yeah, that just read that one. Duh. Agco says, Houston be late. Nah, man. It ain't even but like a little over 1,000 miles to Houston. I got till Monday morning. So as long as they get me out of here by like, as long as they get me out of here by like in the morning, we'll be good. We'll be good. I need a solid day. That's like a day to Houston. Yeah, I could probably get it there in a day. Um, I did back-to-back 900-mile days back in the early part of the year, so I think I can do it. And back in the day, not to incriminate myself, but I can do more than 1,000 miles a day, or used to could. I don't know. I've got old now. I got lazy. Yeah, I mean, like them long days, man, they about killed me to run back-to-back 900-mile days. Adco exempt. Oh yeah, oh yeah. If it wasn't exempt, I would be telling them right now, hey, y'all don't cut this loose pretty soon. We're gonna be late. But you know, I've kind of got used to it here. I know how they load out of here. They're gonna wait till the last damn minute. And the guy said yesterday, and the guy, he was a local guy. He's in and out here all the time. He said it was about 24 hours behind. So, I kind of expect to get loaded around like 4 o'clock. I mean, I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, I didn't even watch Spaceballs yet. You know what I mean? YouTube put up Spaceballs as a free movie. So, I still got to watch that before I leave here. Oh, let's see. Carlos Danger. Hell, what's 14 more? What's 14 more hours? If they asked you why you're not moving, tell them they started it and you can't move. LOL. Yeah, exactly. Um, you know, I don't stress it, man. Stuff that's I'll tell you. Somebody asked me earlier I did a live stream earlier today. If y'all didn't watch that, go check that one out. But a guy was a new guy to the industry, and he asked for advice. And that's one thing I would tell you as advice. I told him to keep his license clean, don't get a bunch of tickets and stuff, and get all the endorsements. That was my advice. But another thing I'll tell you as far as advice, you know, don't stress things that are out of your control. You know what I mean? Like, am I aware of what they're doing to me right now as far as making my schedule tight? Yeah, I'm aware. Do I care? Nah, ain't nothing I can do about it. Why am I going to get my blood pressure up? You know what I mean? Life's too short. I'm going to make something fun of it. You know what I mean? Do some live shows, recorded a video for YouTube, Probably get out and walk. It's a nice day out. It's God, it's still 48 degrees. That does not sound right. Is that not updating or something? That may not updated in a while. Let's see what it is. Let's go to the other phone. This says it's 55. So yeah, it's a nice cool day. 57 now. The phone finally updated. There we go. So yeah, beautiful day out. Get out, go for a walk. I've taken 947 steps today, and my goal is 10,000. So I got a ways to go. So I get out and do some walking. I'm not going to get tore up about these guys taking forever. Probably get out, go for a nice long walk. Maybe walk for like 45 minutes to an hour. Come back, chill out, watch Spaceballs, maybe take a nap. I got 2 or 3 movies loaded up on YouTube and my watch later that I need to get caught up on. Just finished watching the Michael Jordan thing on Netflix, The Last Dance. I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of Michael Jordan back in the day. I just got tired of, hearing about him and hearing about the Bulls. I loved basketball as a kid. The grammar school I went to, the only sport they had was basketball. So I played a lot of basketball as a kid. I got a butter smooth jump shot. I'm telling you right now, you do not want to play horse with me. I'm just telling you, I got that roll from way back. I'm an overweight white kid. Jumping ain't my thing. So I got to have that J, you know what I mean? I got to have that mid-range jump shot down. Because there ain't no such thing as driving to the lane, you know what I'm saying? Like when I jump, you could slide a sheet of notebook paper under me and that's about it. But as far as Michael Jordan goes, I really, I respect him more now that I watch that because, you look at what he put himself through to obtain the greatness that he obtained. A lot of that is, being born with natural abilities, huge part of it. But the drive, man, that's where it's impressive. That drive, the want, you know what I mean? Because when I was hiring people before with my property preservation business, I used to tell everybody, I need want. I can't teach you anything without want. I can teach you everything we do here. But if you don't have the want to get up and come to work every day, I got nothing for you. You got to want it. I can't want it for you. I can teach you, but I can't want for you. So that drive and dedication he had. And I love that part where he was talking about when they were giving him crap about not giving money to that senator in North Carolina. I liked his take on it. I'm a basketball player. That's it. And I wish more athletes and actors and actresses these days would take that approach. Just because you can dribble a basketball and you were born to be 7 foot tall, all of a sudden I should respect your opinion? No, thank you. That's not how life works. Just because you go to work every day and you can play pretend better than other people can play pretend, I should all of a sudden care what you have to say about politics or this, that, or the other. No thanks. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. That's not. I hate when some actor or actress tries to push a political agenda. I'm like, you play pretend for a living. You live an unbelievable lifestyle of playing pretend for millions of dollars. You don't know what the world is about. I can just go ahead and tell you. And I was on a rant the other day about LeBron James. I don't care about your politics or whatever with him. If you agree with him, disagree, it makes no difference to me. My take on it is, okay, maybe you had a tough upbringing, but when you turned 18 years old, you got a $90 million shoe contract from Nike. So as an adult, you don't know what life is about, like as far as day-to-day living. You know what I mean? You probably got a shelf. You probably live in a mansion. You fly around in a helicopter. You got, limos. Like, you don't know what life is about. Like, your struggle is, oh no, I can't dribble the basketball well today. Wah! Your kids are not going to starve over that. You know what I mean? You got no struggles. But that's my opinion. Ralph in the house. What's up, Ralph? Thanks for coming in. I think you were in the first one earlier, weren't you, Ralph? I do so many lives, I can't remember what's going on. What about that free flip flop, guys? Anybody want me to go pick up that free flip flop I seen in the parking lot over there? Limit one, though. I can't get you to pair. I thought maybe I'd walk around and look and see if I could find the other one, Probably comes with foot fungus and athlete's foot pre-installed. So if anybody needs that, just let me know. Carlos Danger says, put an Arby's sandwich on that rim and you be jumping. Oh man, that's a great point. Maybe I wasn't motivated properly. Put a beef and cheddar up there. I'd be freaking dunking with my elbow, man. I'd be like all the way. I'd overshoot the goal for that one, man. Hell, put that joker on the top of the backboard. Like I'd be dunking with my feet. Oh, that's too much, Carlos. JJ hammered down in the house. What's up, JJ? 11 in the house, 10 likes. Hit that like button for me if you could, guys. And subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'll pick up a few subscribers with the old live game here. Not many, but a few. Yeah. JJ hammered down says back in the day, the early 90s, Carl Malone had his own trucking company. He received his CDL through CR England, Salt Lake City. Ain't that it, man? That's some crazy stuff right there. Yeah, I always liked Carl Malone as a kid, He had more to game that I had, that post up, that pick and roll, shoot the J, Yeah, I always enjoyed Carl Malone. I always liked Michael Jordan. I never rooted. I mean, I guess I did root against him a couple times, but it's like the Patriots in football, I just get tired of the same people winning, Let's see here. Arby's roast beef, number one. Yeah. We just discovered I wasn't properly motivated. What they should have done is gave me a pack of Arby's sauce and then put the sandwich up on the back of the rim. You know what I'm saying? And said, it's up to you. Oh my God, dude. Would have been doing double hand reverse dunks, crazy stuff. Let's see. Paul Harris. Thanks for coming in, Paul Harris. Paul Harris is subscribed to my new channel, guys. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. Link in the description down there. It's called Truck Diabetes. We talk about trucker health. I do have type 2 diabetes. So we talk about that over there and things like that. It's a new channel. Get in on the ground floor. Paul Harris was probably in the first 10 subscribers. You know what I mean? He's got VIP access. Let's see. Paul Harris says that driver must have hightailed out when he got his bills. Yeah. Would have done the same thing. That's crazy that Carl Malone got his CDL through CR England, man. That's crazy. Yeah, you think about it, that's a good investment. If you got a lot of money, if say you got $1 million and you want to turn it into $500,000, hell, start a trucking company. Just kidding. But yeah, that's pretty neat. I did not know that. It would be funny if Carl Malone on track, Adco says Stockton Malone. Yeah, no doubt, man. That was a duo right there, Stockton Malone. I used to, when I played oh man, what was the game? NBA Jam in the early 90s. Yeah, NBA Jam. I used to love picking the Utah Jazz. You get Stockton Malone, man, it was a great team. Because NBA Jam was 2-on-2. So if you pick the Bulls, most of the time you would get Jordan Pippen. If you pick the, I believe the Orlando Magic was like Shaq and Penny Hardaway. I can't remember the teams to be honest with you because it's been like so long ago. But yeah, I used to dig the Jazz because you would get Karl Malone and he could dunk and he was really good. And then Stockton was that 3-point money on NBA Jam. Let's see here. DIY Semi says, "Nice, new channel is nice." Yeah, thank you. We're gonna try to talk some driver health in there, because it's a big issue out here. I have trouble with my DOT physical. I do, man. Every year I dread that like you would not believe. I check my blood sugar a couple times a day. I take my medication. I try to stay on top of stuff, but I dread it, because I don't eat right all the time, and I'm trying to reverse that, but like I just don't, I just don't like. I eat potato chips and stuff like that is, like just not good for you. And I don't walk enough, don't exercise enough. That's why I got this thing. I got this when I was on home time last time, right after I went and got my DOT physical. My last physical was up in August, but they had that exemption where, you didn't have to get a new physical till the 30th of September. So I kind of delayed it out a little bit. I was like, why not, get an extra month in there on the physical, because my other one was up August 5th and so basically almost got 2 months out of it by waiting. So, that's a plus. But, I dread it, man. When it comes DOT physical time, I am not a happy camper. And honestly, I should live like that month before that physical is due. I should live like that the other 11 months, and I would do a lot better. Like, I pretty much go no carb. You know what I mean? My A1C this last time was an 8, which is up from last year. Last year it was like 7.2, so it went the wrong way. So I was like, all right, I'm done. Like, it's time to get it where it needs to be. I've had A1C as high as 13, and I've had it as low as like mid sixes. And yeah, got to get it back down. Too much riding on it, because like this is one job where you cannot do it if you're not healthy. I see some people out here on the road, and I do not understand how they get a DOT physical. I'm like, who is your doctor? Can I please get a business card? Because whoever's giving you a DOT physical card, if they're giving it to you for a week, I'm impressed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you see people like, legs swollen and purple, you know what I mean? Just barely can walk, like I seen a guy down in North Carolina the other day. He had a old cab over truck, and man, he could barely walk. He had a step ladder in the side box, or no, wait. No, he had a step ladder in the cab with him, and he had to take it before he got out of the truck. He took the step ladder and put it down, and then when he went after he did his fuel and everything, he just went in the store, because it's too much trouble for him to climb back up and pull forward. So he left his ladder there, went in the store, fueled, came back, put his ladder. We've seen it before. There's been people on YouTube post videos of people that do stuff like that. So. Yeah, trucking's a weird game, man. It's one of those things where, and this is why I tell people, make money in trucking. Do not do it for low wages, because there's too much risk involved. Your health controls your money. Other people on the road control your money. Places like where I'm sitting right now control your money. So don't do it cheap. Don't do trucking for cheap, That's why I said earlier, I don't know if you guys caught that or not, I said at the very beginning where, like, in my last live video, I was talking about Wildbeard, and at one point, me and Wildbeard was going back and forth. He was, he insulted me. I didn't appreciate it. I went after Hirschbach, but, like, we're all good now. I wish the best for that guy, Like, when I brought it up in the last video, I wasn't trying to pick at a scab or nothing. I went and watched his last video. He's not with Hirschbach anymore. I respect that. Like, at least he's, trying to make more money and not give all his money to them. So, Yeah, I say don't do it for, just don't do trucking for cheap, and and I'm on the trucker side, and at the end of the day, even if I did have beef with Wild Beard, he's a truck driver, and I just can't be mad at him because I know how hard we work. I know, like, we got too many enemies besides ourselves. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just, you gotta but yeah, thanks for checking out that channel, everybody. My other channel over there, Truck Diabetes. There's a link in the description. Adco says he still has dealerships. Carl Malone still got dealerships. A lot of athletes have car dealerships. What's that one, used to be in Mississippi? There was a running back, I think he was with the Saints. He used to have a bunch of car dealerships like Louisiana and Mississippi. Um, let's see. Adco says been here since '80s. Okay, yeah, that's how do you run reefer out of there? I know you've told me before what you run. I can't ever remember. Um, okay, CRC says ever tried fasting? Yeah, yeah, it helps. It really does. I try to do, most days I do like a 14-10, like a reverse clock. I like, from whenever I eat my last meal at night, and the main reason I do 14-10 is because as a truck driver, we know that 14-10, like, you ain't got to think about it. Like, if it's 8 o'clock at night, it's 14 hours, 10 o'clock the next morning. So, that's kind of how I do it. I do, like, if I eat my last meal at like 6 o'clock at night, I don't eat anything until like 8 the next morning. And like last night, I ate a salad for dinner at, I don't know, I was here, so it was probably like 5 o'clock ish, 6 o'clock ish. And then I didn't eat again until my Burger King came at like, like a little bit before 11 o'clock. So, that was a good, that was like a good 16, 17 hours. So yeah, I try to do it. It gives your pancreas a rest, basically, because my pancreas still makes insulin, but if I eat a lot all the time, it just can't keep up. So if I fast and I eat a normal size meal, my blood sugar stays pretty normal. But if I eat a big bag of potato chips or something, a candy bar, it's gone. It's gone. I've shot myself in the foot at that point. Um, so yeah, fasting works, man. Fasting does work. Paul Harris says, I wish. Let's see here. I wish one of the truck stops would hire someone to purchase better healthy food options. Salads are not the only healthy choice. Yeah, and I like Love's, and those little salads they have at Love's, I think, are useless. I'm not a big fan of romaine lettuce, and that's all, man. They just chalk those things full of romaine lettuce, and it's like, you know, I think more keto, where it's like you need fat, you need like good clean fat, and like a salad just, like, I mean, I could eat a giant salad. Like that salad I ate last night was, I get those at Flying J. They're the chicken tender salads or the chef salads from the Flying J. Those are pretty good. They got hard boiled egg. They got, the chicken tenders has got basically a chicken tender chopped up in it. Um, you know, Stuff like that. I like the chef salad from there, from Flying J as well. Pilot, Flying J both carry them now. Um, so those are both good options. But yeah, a lot of these truck stops, man, like Love's is my truck stop as far as like major chain that I stop at the most. I get unlimited. I fuel enough there to get unlimited showers every month, so I try to stop there a lot, to get my showers in. And like, you get some hard boiled eggs, but man, there just ain't a lot going on. Like they got 5 aisles of junk food, So I get what you're saying. It is tough, man. It is tough. But I look at it like this too. Those truck stops, they know what sells. Like they've done the numbers on it. And healthy food, just you can see it. Like watch some of the guys checking out in there. It's all hot dogs and potato chips, and like they know what sells. Um, let's see, Arby's. Go into Arby's. They have a good chicken tender salad as well. It's pretty good, man. It's a big salad too. You'll eat on that joker till you're full. Um, and normally, what I do at Arby's is I get the chicken tenders, and I get the chicken tenders on the side, and they'll do that for you. That way, like if you don't want to eat it right now, you can just throw the salad in your fridge and eat it whenever you want. So yeah, let's see. But yeah, I mean, if you got something you eat at the truck stop that's healthy, by all means, drop it in there on us, because Lord knows it's hard. I do beef jerky, but even that's got sugar in it. Let me knock my clipboard into oblivion real quick. Let's see. I guess I could let me put the old Bluetooth on the charger. That's good. Get that going. But yeah, I bought these the other day, tender bites. I love these things, like little chunks of. It's not like regular beef jerky. You know how some beef jerky is like so tough and chewy. Some of these are, but some of these are like really soft and easy to chew. But yeah, I mean they got sugar in them. 4 grams of sugar, 4 grams of carbs, 4 grams of carbs per serving. And there's about 10 servings in this bag, so probably about 8 to 10 pieces of that would be a serving. So it's tough. Oh, I forgot I had these. Got some sunflower kernels over here. Sunflower kernels do have carbs in them, so you got to watch that. But boy, they are loaded with good fat. They are jacked with good fat. Those things will fill you up. Like you eat a couple, like if you got a little bit of hunger, like not if you're like you need a meal, but as far as a snack, those things will set you right. They hang with you. I love sunflower kernels. Let's see. Ray Floto, Ralph Ray. I'm calling you Ralph. Ralph says my A1C was 14 at one time. Ooh, brother. Like that's brutal, bro. That is brutal. Let me see what that. I gotta look that up, man. That is crazy. Average blood glucose with 14 A1C. That's ridiculous high, man. That is let's see. Yeah, it says on here some machines only go to 14. So, man. I was trying to look and see what your average glucose would have been with a 14. Okay, so it says here, to clock a 14%, you need a 24/7 blood sugar average of 355. Dang, bro, 355. That means like when you prick your finger, and you check your sugar, his average for 90 days was 355. Like mine was high this morning. Mine was like 160 something, which sometimes when you fast, your blood sugar doesn't always go down when you fast. If you've got like a fatty liver, like I know I do because I've eaten sugar, I mean, I've had a lifelong love affair with Little Debbie. So I know, like I've got to fast a lot to get that burn off and, exercise. And so, 167 is high. And my last A1C was 8, which is high. But man, a 14, I am glad that you're still with us, man, because that's getting up there. Like mine was 13 at one time. And You know, man, like you're doing some damage to your organs when it's that high, especially your eyes. You know what I mean? Like your eyes are easily affected by blood sugar and blood pressure. So, yeah, man, I hope you got that under control now. Um, but hey, I was right there with you. You know, no judgment, no judgment. I mean, hell, I was at a 13 at one point. Agco says go to Stout Brothers in Salt Lake City for physical. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. I mean, I never go to Salt Lake, but I check that out. The guy I go to now is I really got no issues with him because he does a really like easy physical. Um, like he goes through everything, but he's not like he's not like, oh, you need to have a freaking sleep study and you need to have a freaking blah blah blah. You know, he cut me a little slack if there's a little bit of sugar in my urine, but when it's sky high, he's not cutting any slack, and he's not doing it to fail me. He's doing it from a real like doctor place. You know what I mean? Like he's a foreign doctor, but as far as like you can tell, he cares. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's a good guy. But I'll remember that if I ever get out that way. Atco says he has a dry van now. Okay, how is Salt Lake with a dry van? Um, I know Trucker's Coach was talking about Salt Lake one day. I don't watch Trucker's Coach hardly ever, but I was watching him one day and he was going to Salt Lake, or he had been to Salt Lake, or something like that. Let me crack a window here. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know if that's too loud. I got trailers running on both sides, so. But boy, it's nice and cool out. Whew. Let me open up the back vent. Maybe that'll work better. Appreciate everybody sticking with me while I readjust my situation here. Let me figure out how to do this. There we go. We'll get it a bit. Oh, nice. Nice. Let her reach over here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I tell you, if you guys ever buy you a fan like that from Love's, spend that $3 and spend that $3 and get that warranty on it, that 2-year warranty. They replaced that thing without even asking any questions. So, and those things, if you run them a lot, like I sleep with that on almost every night to help even out the air, like even when my heater's on, I won't have it blowing directly on me, but I'll just have it in there to circulate the heater air. And yeah, those things, they have a hard time lasting more than a year. So, did I just kill this thing? Ha! Funny I said that, because I think I just killed it. Alright. Alright, we'll have to swing by Love's and get a new one. Isn't that some crap? Just talk about it and it broke. I don't know what I did to it. It comes on when I turn my key on, so apparently I need to let this truck run for a minute. My batteries must be low. Yeah, we'll let that run for a minute. I guess if we're going to have the truck running, we might as well run the air conditioner, right? Which is funny because it's 50 degrees outside, but it's hot in here to me. So we'll put that away. But yeah, if you buy you one of those from Love's, I recommend get that $2 warranty, $2 or $3 warranty on it. Good stuff. But anyway, now that we did all that for nothing, we're back. Let's see here. DIY Semi says Quick Trip has good keto options. Yeah, The Quick Trip is a double-edged sword, though, for me, because the Quick Trip also has amazing pastries. So, for me to go in there and not get a pastry, man, they got those. I don't know if you've ever had them or not. I don't recommend anyone eat these, but they have a brownie at the Quick Trip that it's iced with chocolate icing. So they have a brownie in there. They have a brownie that is iced with chocolate icing, and they are amazing. And I really have to watch myself when I go up in there. I really, really do, because man, oh man, they have some pastries. So yeah. All right, we're back. Don't know what went on there. Not sure what was happening. Let's see. Where was I at? Dang, man, I'm way behind on comments. Paul Harris says, for my crunch, I've been doing pork rinds. Yeah, I like pork rinds, but I get burned on them sometimes. And I threw a bag away the other day, like not a full bag, but about a half a bag. I just got where I stopped eating them, and they set up there for they was up. I forgot they were up there, honestly, and I ended up just throwing them away because I'm like, I don't know what's going on with those. Okay, says hard-boiled eggs and string cheese. Yeah, I like hard-boiled eggs for sure. I probably eat. I always think of hard-boiled eggs. They're like nature's perfect snack. You know what I mean? They fill you up. They're pretty inexpensive, and you can pretty much eat as many of those as you want, and you're going to get tired of eating them before you you get crazy with those. So yeah, they and string cheese. I like string cheese, but I don't like the fat-free string cheese. Give me some fat in there. That's how I am with yogurt. It's hard to find a yogurt that is low on sugar but still has the fat in it. For some reason, they want to take the fat out and make something else with it. Agco jerky is great. Yeah, I eat a lot of beef jerky as well. Carlos Danger says, my wife had to go gluten-free, and that has to be the hardest change I've ever seen, because there is no slipping, because she does it really put her down. Yeah. Yeah, man, that gluten-free is no joke. I try not to eat a lot of grain or anything like that in general, bread, grains. It's all carbs. So, I think more people have a gluten allergy than they realize. I did a review on my other channel the other day. K-Save, what's up? Cash, you watch college football. I used to. I don't really get into it as much anymore. Not as much as I used to. I used to be a Florida State Seminoles fan growing up. Brooks and Dunn, and I'm not talking about the country band, Warwick Dunn, the running back, and Brooks, I can't remember his first name for some reason now, the linebacker. Yeah, I used to like them back in that day, the old, Bobby Bowden days. Yeah, growing up, I was a Florida State fan, and I lived in Tennessee. I was not a Tennessee Volunteer fan at all. It's all you heard about, you know what I mean? It was just like, ugh, I'm tired of hearing about them. Go away. So yeah, let's see, where was I at here? Let me hold this down. Yeah, I appreciate that, K-Save. You the man. Appreciate that. I do keep up. I like the University of Minnesota. I've been keeping up with them a little bit since I moved to Minnesota. They had a really good year last year, but they just can't beat Wisconsin, man. The University of Minnesota is one of those schools, they have a good season, every 10 years, but the University of Wisconsin's their local, cross state line rivalry. And, yeah, they have a tough time with those guys, man. Wisconsin's always got a good team. You know what I mean? Wisconsin's pretty much always ranked top 25. Um, so whatever happened to that one running back? I believe his name was Dane or something that Wisconsin had. Whatever happened to that guy? He like set like the rushing record in college, and then like I don't ever remember what happened to him. He was supposed to be the next big thing, and let's see here. Where am I at? Where am I at? Where am I at? This thing keeps jumping around for some reason. That's why I keep losing my place. Let's see. Jerky's great. Yeah, gluten ain't no joke. Check out my other channel. I did a review on those muscle milks. Those are gluten free. No sugar, gluten free muscle milk. Check them out. They're pretty good. I'm definitely going to load up on them next time I go home. Trucker Wild got me drinking those, so thanks to Trucker Wild. You know, it's hard to find things out here on the road, so anytime you can get a good suggestion. Let me hit the camera with my bald head. There we go. Let's see, where am I at? Where am I at? Agco says, great to see everyone. Have a good day. Yeah, appreciate you coming in, Agco. Good luck with all that paperwork, and let's see, your body ramps up, morning sugar starts your day. You just found that out. Mine was spiking in the AM, thought I was sleep eating. Yeah, I do the same thing, brother. Mine's always high in the morning. Yeah, they call it the sunrise effect or whatever, you know, because, you know, your body starts producing sugars and glucose to get you going for the day. So yeah, mine's always high in the morning. And I'm working on it. As long as I can see, like, I'm not too concerned about the morning being up high, as long as my morning trend is coming down, you know, even if it's high, as long as, like, it's not as high as it was that day last week in the morning, you know, I want to see a trend of downward, you know, because mine, I really don't have them in the normal range, you know what I mean? I have not been... Before I did my DOT physical, I did not do very good getting like in DOT physical ready to go. When they said my blood sugar, when my A1C was an 8, I was actually surprised it was an 8. I thought it was going to be higher. Like I said, I was not doing good. Like, I was not exercising. I was doing nothing, you know. And it's just not a good way to live. You know, that's why I got the fitness watch thing. I wouldn't recommend this one. This is a Mesa Fit GTS. This thing's going back when I go home. I'm going to get the Fitbit. Just, you know, it was like $30 more to get the Fitbit. And, you know, being cheap, it doesn't always pay. Let's see here. Where we at? Keto is definitely hard to do on the road. It is, man. Like, I feel like there's some days, if you're trying to stay keto, all you got is hard-boiled eggs and you know, a handful of almonds, or, you know what I mean? Like, it's so hard. Like, it really is. You know, and my last DOT physical, I weighed 310 pounds. And when I lived in San Diego, I stopped driving a truck for a while, and I just took a year off, and I moved to San Diego and chilled for a year. I was down to like I was like in the 230, 240 range. So I'm about 70 pounds from what I was when I lived in San Diego. But every day in San Diego, I mean, I rode my bike I would ride my bike like 20 something miles a day. Like, everywhere I went, I was on my bike. I would walk a lot, walk to the beach every day. I lived about 3/4 of a mile from the beach. I used to walk to the beach and back every day. Like, you know, so it's so much easier, you know, when you don't have the daily struggle of, I got to work, I got to do this, I got, you know, all these obligations, and by the time you ride in a truck for 8-9 hours a day, you know, if it's not your routine to get out and exercise, and that's the routine I'm trying to build, it is tough to get out and do anything. So yeah, that AM spiking is normal. Swamp Girl 69, hey, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. Says, hey, Swamp Girl, excuse you. Yeah, no doubt. I got the worst burp ever. Fueling Diesel, howdy who. How's it going, man? Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate everybody coming in, really. That's what makes the live good when everybody comes in. And if you're in here, just let us know you're in here. I know some people listen while they're driving, so they can't really conversate. But hey, just let us know you're in here. We appreciate that. Fueling Diesel. 16 in the house, 13 likes. Hit that like button for me if you could. That gets us pushed out to more. YouTube runs the numbers on it. Their little computer goes beep boop, beep boop, beep boop, and then all of a sudden, it pushes us out to more people. That's scientific, by the way. That's how that works. I know for fact because I read it on the internet. Let's see. Hit that like button. Swamp Girl says the engine is hot. No, I've been setting for 17 hours. I think I don't know, the sun was out. I think what it was. Now it's got cloudy again. I think it was getting hot in here because I was sitting in the sun and I'm wearing a long sleeve like a dummy. But yeah, that is one good thing about having side fairings. I've noticed this truck's got full fairings on it. Boy, that heat really hangs around underneath the truck. Like in the summer, it's no bueno, but in the winter, I like it because it really holds the heat in. Let's see. Fueling Diesel says, go without sugar for 3 days and no temptation will be gone for good. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, whenever I do good and I don't eat sugar, whenever I do eat sugar, it's like super sweet. So, but man, yeah, I don't know. I could probably go without sugar for a year and I would still be tempted by it, man. I just, I grew up loving sweets. I've been a fat kid forever, so it's all about the cakes and pies, cakes and pies. Paul Harris says, try putting the pork rinds in a toaster over at the lowest setting. It changes them up. All right, yeah, I'll try that. My mom made, I forgot what it was. I think it was pork chops or something. Maybe it was chicken. She took pork rinds and crunched them up into like a powder and made it the breading on something like a chicken or something. It was like a shake and bake type thing. That was really good. Thanks again for the $4.99 K-Save. What you got on your football team, K-Save? You a Gators guy down there? Swamp Girl says bread is my weakness. Yeah. I'm kind of yeah on bread, but boy, sweets are my thing. Like, I don't know. Just love those pastries and those donuts and stuff like that, man. Just stuff like that. Swamp Girl's a go Gators. Yeah, my dad's a diehard Gators fan. If you say anything cross about the Gators, he'll kick you out of his house. So that's where he's at. Let's see. Paul Harris says bread is the devil food for me. Got to love me some Panera bread. Yeah, they get you there, man. Pasta and a giant piece of bread. Like, that's all carbs, brother. But it's like crack, It's like once you turned on to it. Let's see here. DIY Semi says jump around. DIY. Ron Dane, many years in NFL. Okay, Ron Dane. Who did he play for? Because I think I was kind of like in a phase where I was kind of burnt on the NFL a little bit at that time. Huge NFL fan growing up as a kid, and as I got as an early adult, I just had too much going on to really focus on football. Let's see, Ron Dane. Yeah, he was a killer though, man. He was a beast. IKH, what's up, brother? Thanks for coming in. IKH says from Austin, Texas. Have a questions? Yeah, let us know, bro. IKH says starting new authority. Is it good to buy a brand new truck or a used? When Cascadia have around 65,000 saved. My opinion on that is, I'm never a fan of a brand new truck. As far as I mean, yeah, it's nice and all. You get the new truck, you own it from the beginning, but boy, the hit you take on it. The hit you take on that thing paying the taxes on it, paying just the new anything. Like if you buy a new car, new pickup truck, new semi, new dump truck, when you drive that bad boy off the lot, you take a real hit on it. So yeah, um, I would probably, starting a new authority. You got 65,000 saved. Um, yeah, I would probably look into getting slightly used model. Um, so yeah, yeah. That would be my take on it. Um, because you don't get paid more for having a new truck. The rates are the same no matter the truck. So you got to keep that in mind. Let's see here. Swamp Girl says heading to Minnesota for Monday delivery. All right, frozen bread. You going to Cisco with that frozen bread? Oh me, I know. Minnesota does. They got the Jimmy John's account up there. I have delivered more frozen bread than I know what to do with. Um, and that's that's how Jimmy John's does it. Their bread comes in frozen. They bake it in house, but the like dough comes in frozen. So yeah. Good luck with that. I'm going the opposite way. We're going to be in Houston Monday, or so they say. We already in the afternoon at this point. This is brutal. Let's see here. Swamp Girl, how much? Yeah. Probably not as good going into Minnesota. Minnesota's one of those places you get your money coming out, not really going in. Minnesota's kind of like the opposite of Florida. Um, let's see. Okay, CRC says the obesity code, unlocking the secrets of weight loss wellness code book number 1, the obesity code, unlocking the secrets of weight loss, the wellness code. Okay, we'll check those out. Let's see. DIY Semi says my Giants. Oh, okay, New York Giants. Okay, I thought you were saying you were a Giants fan. I mean, nothing wrong with being a Giants fan. Um, at least you wouldn't be a Jets fan, right? Just kidding. Love getting Jets fans a hard time. I grew up a Dolphins fan. Can't make fun of nobody. Can't make fun of nobody being a Dolphins fan, right? Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, says sugar addict here as well. Yeah, man, I got a sweet tooth, and it's going to rot the others out of my head if I ain't careful. Because, I can live on sweets, man. Like, they say sugar is more addictive than cocaine, and I quit cocaine, but I'm still eating sugar. So maybe they're probably right. So they're right about that. I'm joking about all that, by the way. But I did see a study I watched on sugar on YouTube. Really interesting, where they showed like how it interacts with the brain, and it's good stuff because they said they got mice addicted to cocaine, or water with cocaine in it. They got the mice addicted to that, and then they gave them the option of that or water with sugar in it. And 1 in 6 stayed with the cocaine. 5 in 6 started going to the sugar. So that just tells you, let's see here. IKH says, yeah, maybe used when I guess like a 18 for 70K or something. I have seen some with 380,000 miles. Yeah, see, you look there, like that's like half of what that truck's worth as far as a new one. And they've put, probably, a third of the miles on it as far as like, from when it's going to need some major work. So, yeah, I got mine at a Volvo dealership in Minnesota, and mine had 420,000 miles on it, and I gave 38,000 for it. So you know, it's a 16 model. But I bought that right when COVID was starting to get going, so I think the truck dealership was just trying to unload a bunch of trucks before, because they were a little unsure about how COVID was going to affect their business. So, I kind of bought it at a very distressed point in truck sales. So, um, but yeah, I would recommend, if you do something like that, 380,000 miles, if you can get that warranty bumped up, you got several years still to go in that truck. Um, you know, say you take it to 750,000. What have you got? 400,000 miles left before you get to that, Like that's 3 or 4 years right there. Um, just a thought. I mean, just a thought. Uh, is 380 too much on the miles? No, I mean, if it's an 18 model, though, that thing's probably been run as a team if it's got 380,000 miles on it. Nothing wrong with 380,000 miles as long as, you can verify like some maintenance or, you can verify the fleet it came out of. Um, you know, but buying a used truck or buying any truck is like buying a scratch off lottery ticket. You don't know what you got till you buy it. You can take it and have a mechanic look at it. Not a bad idea. You can have it dynoed. You can have all these things done, but at the end of the day, let's face it. Um, you're not gonna know. You know, um, like who is it? Daniel McCarthy on YouTube. Um, you look back when he bought that first truck from Lone Mountain. He had a mechanic look at it. He had it dynoed, and 5,000 miles, how many ever miles it was down the road, it had major issues. You just don't know. You just don't know. You just got to take a chance on it. But at the same time, you can buy a new truck and have the same stuff go wrong with it. Um, so I don't know. I never recommend a new truck. Just my thoughts. Carlos Danger, what's up, brother? Appreciate you coming in. Fueling Diesel says every joke got some truth in it. Yeah, that's right. That's what makes them funny, man. You know what I mean? Like, if you just tell a joke, that ain't got no truth to it, it's got no basis. It's probably not as funny as one that like I think the funniest ones are the ones that like hit real close to home. You know what I mean? Like, uh, sometimes I don't like them at the beginning, but other times, I come around to it. Carlos Danger says, did you see an article about Subway having too much sugar to be healthy options in Ireland? Yeah, I actually made a video about that on my other channel over there. Funny you should mention that. Yeah, I made a video on my other channel called Truck Diabetes about that because there are so many Subway shops in these truck stops, and I thought it'd be good to put that out there. A 6-inch white bread roll at Subway has the same amount of sugar as an Oreo cookie. Has 5 grams of sugar. Like bread shouldn't have sugar in it like that. Like it's just a ploy to get you to make you hungry again sooner. Never a fan of that stuff. Let's see. IKH, did you have any issues yet? DPF or engine? No. Normal stuff. I have to do a parked regen every now and again, but it's all part of the business. It just is what it is. I do them and then I go on about my business. They take about 30 to 40 minutes. I pull over, hit the regen button, let it do its thing, and bam, we're going right back down the road. So, no, knock on wood. You know, smooth sailing, luckily. Um, Carlos Danger, the bread. Yeah, yeah. Check out that other channel over there. I did a video about that Subway bread. Um, you know, I'm not a huge fan of the Subway sandwich, to be honest with you. I don't think the meat's that good. The vegetables are never fresh. I love their slogan is "Eat fresh." It ought to be "Eat the leftovers" because a lot of times that stuff looks like it came from like the secondhand store. I got a freaking sub from the Subway in Dunn, North Carolina, the other day. I don't know. It's probably been about a month ago. That lettuce was like liquid. I was like, gross, man. I had to scrape that off my sandwich. It was like mushy. And their tomatoes are never ripe. It's pointless to get a tomato in there. Might as well be eating a piece of plastic. So yeah, I'm not a fan of Subway. I'm kind of bummed that all these truck stops have Subway, because what I've been doing actually, what helps, I'll tell you one thing: if you're trying to watch your carbs, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Hardee's, they'll sell you just the hamburger patty. So what I've been doing is like at McDonald's, I'll go in and get like 4 quarter pounder patties with a piece of cheese on them. And typically what they'll do is they'll put them in like a pancake tray, and they'll just put stack two, and then put a piece of cheese on each stack. I do that. I just have to ask them for no salt at McDonald's because they will salt those patties to death. But I do that at Burger King. I do that at Wendy's. I do that at Hardee's. They'll sell you just the patty. Some places it's like $1 a patty. Some places it's like $2.75 a patty. Hardee's thinks a lot of their hamburger patties, but they're bigger patties at Hardee's. So typically when I go to Hardee's, instead of getting 4, I'll get 2 or maybe 3 if I'm really hungry. I'll get 3, but most of the time I just get 2. And usually, like if I go to McDonald's and I get 4 quarter pounder patties, I won't eat 4 quarter pounder patties because it's so just bland. It's like, okay, usually by the time I'm through 2 of them, I'm like, okay, I'll put these others up for later. So just a thought. Just a thought. Keep you away from the bread. I pretty much got now where I go in these places. I definitely not getting their French fries. Those French fries are going to lead to nothing good for me. So, let's see. IKH, the trucks from Pedigree Truck Sales. The trucks are from Prime with APU. Yeah, I know Pedigree. I think their trucks they're definitely priced on the high end of the. They're definitely priced on the high end of the retail market. But I will say this, Prime's pretty good about their maintenance, and from what I know, Prime's pretty good about their maintenance, and those trucks, most of them's been run at 63 miles an hour. They've been limited, so they ain't been run hard and hung up wet. So, I'm gonna tell you, I would say buy one of those before you went out to Freightliner and paid 150, 160,000 for a new one. But I do think there's some better deals out there. That Pedigree, somebody in a live the other day was talking about Pedigree and the interest rate over there. If you're going to finance it through them, they are knocking heads off on interest rates. I know if you look at MHC Kenworth, the first truck I ever bought and paid for. Now I bought one before this one, but it didn't end well for me because I bought the first one like in the end of 2008, 2009, and the market just, it was done. It was over. I had to give that truck back. I gave them, I just had to turn it in. When rates are $1.80 a mile and you got a new authority and you got no connections and, everybody else is calling in favors and you got no favors to call in, you're done. So the second time I made a run at being an owner operator, I bought my truck through MHC Kenworth. I did pretty good with that one. The interest rate was like 10%. It was not a low interest rate, but they have it's pretty easy to get in there. They don't require a really high credit score. I think about 650 on the credit score, no repossessions. So luckily I got away when I turned in that first truck. That guy did not put that on my record because I brought the truck back and I had it clean. It was good to go, like straight back to the sales lot. So Luckily, he didn't get a repossession on me for that. I mean, he could have technically, but luckily, we worked out a deal. I brought it back. He understood, which a lot of people don't these days. But that was an okay situation. That was at a small little truck lot. I mean, he had like maybe 5 or 6 trucks for sale. So, yeah, MHC might be a better way to go. Check them out. Like I said, they do not have a real high barrier for entry. Typically, on like your first time financing a truck with them, they'll try to get you in a truck that's like $30,000 to $40,000. And they typically want about $5,000 down. I think after I did everything, I think I put about $7 or $8 down on that truck. Decent rate. My payment was like my payment was low. My payment was like, I can't remember. It's been so long ago. I want to say, yeah, I just cannot remember what my payment was. I want to say it was like 1150, 1200, something like that. It was a very reasonable payment. Like I had no problem. I paid that truck off way early. I was paying like 2 payments a month on that truck. So, yeah, I mean, pedigree, you could definitely do worse than pedigree. I've looked into those trucks. They're set up nice too. Like Prime's all about fuel economy. So you're getting a truck that's spec'd for fuel economy. So yeah. I'd drive one of them if I had it. 9 Volt in the house. What's up, 9 Volt? Where did you buy your trailer? I don't own my trailer. The company I'm leased to owns this trailer.